Okay, so now that the tank has been built, structurally, and painted, what I'm going to do next is add panels to the tank so that it looks pretty. So what I have done is picked up some plywood. These are half-inch thick, I believe. What I did was sand it down and used a stain to stain the plywood to have this nice finish. And for staining, I just went to my local Home Depot and picked up this stain and polyurethane combined in one container. I got the Bombay mahogany. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it came out. This is my test board, but it came out pretty well. So when you're picking stain, you can choose either just a stain and adding polyurethane at the end when you're done staining, kind of like a clear coat, or you can get the premix one like I have here, where you don't even have to worry about putting clear coat at the end of staining. So it's a one-step process. So what I have done is attach the side panels with glue, and as you can see, it's clamped down. It's drying up right now, and I'm still debating if I want to add these sliders as a door on the side, or if I just want to use a regular hinge and pop open and close the door for the aquarium. So the next thing I want to do is put the tank on the stand, but before I put the tank, I want to put some kind of layer between the tank and stand, and that's going to prevent the tank from cracking due to tank flexing. No matter what kind of stand you build, unless you have a styrofoam or some kind of foam in between the tank and the stand, the tank is going to try to flex as you put weight into it. And what this allows you to do is prevent the tank from flexing as much. So especially if you have acrylic tank, you definitely need some kind of a foam. If not, plywood is highly recommended. And if you have a rimless glass tank like what I have here, it is recommended that you use some kind of foam or styrofoam like this here. But as you can see, the edge is the only part that's gonna be hitting the tank, so you only have to worry about the edge really. But with acrylic tank, it's completely flat on the bottom, so you want to cover the entire area with a plywood. Now when you have completely framed glass tank, you probably don't even have to worry about putting mat or styrofoam in between. Now what I'm using here is actually a yoga mat I picked up on Amazon for like 10 bucks. And the reason why I use yoga mat instead of styrofoam is, one, because it looks pretty. With styrofoam, even if you paint it, you're gonna see that dirty white styrofoam coming through between the tank and the stand. Especially when you're using black tank, it's gonna show even worse. And secondly, styrofoam gets crushed as you put water in it, as opposed to yoga mat that will not get crushed, or it does get crushed, but it's rather pressed in and it comes back out since it's a rubbery material. So I'm going to use this yoga mat, cut it to dimension, and put the tank on top. I'm also gonna fit the front cover on it. I don't know if I'm gonna slide it or use the door handles, but I'll keep you updated with my next video. See you.